kings and queens, and it lasted for a whole entire lifetime. We were all superstars that let our light shine. In our right mind, starts like a kite flying, anchored to each other, but never held down. Celebrating mad love for the world round. We saw the beauty there, we saw the future clear. We even brought hope home for a souvenir. And that was just to tell you anytime that you were scared that we are not alone. Let's start a movement here for anybody not choosing love and choosing fear. We gotta be brave together, screaming through the tears. We will hold your hand and you will understand. Every struggle falls like a bowling pin when we rolling in. Focusing on your goals has been the only thing between the loss and the win. We gotta stand up on our tiptoes. Shout to the world, it's our life. I couldn't touch it from the get-go. We're gonna be so bright, gonna be so bright.
Hi everybody, along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cebulski. Welcome to the Shark Tank here in San Jose. St. Louis rolls in as one of the hottest teams in hockey. What's impressed you the most for this streak?
Well, they seem to win almost any way that the game gets presented to them. I guess when you're a good team, you can win when you don't play well. They've done that. They've played well and won. Any way the game shows up, they win it.
Opening. Face-off is set to go. Referee Gilles Levesque is ready to drop the puck. The Blues start with possession as we are now underway. Great defensive effort with the strip. The Sharks are on the attack. St. Louis gets the puck near the boards. Drifts it in, rips it, answers the call with a big save.
Jones played his junior hockey in Calgary for the Hitmen, went on to the National Hockey League, and has established himself as the #1 goaltender here in San Jose.
San Jose's gained possession, and now he tries to get it across to Meyer. Receives the pass. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. St. Louis has possession of it now. He scores! Will this is the sign of things to come?
Well, I hope so. I love goals, James. This one is quick, and it's already on the board.
80s hockey, here we go.
This makes the coaches look smart every time. They depend on him for offense, and he delivers, James, time and time again.
San Jose's got a quick goal here early in this first period, and with it, a different energy in this crowd.
Everybody gets ramped up a little bit. You score early, you hope you can. Now you have, you go get another.
With some momentum driving towards the net. Scores!
The game back to level now. Anybody that's had a lead, the lead is gone, and now we're evened up again. Sometimes you just got to put your hands up and say, I can't do any more than that. He did all he could to try and stop that puck.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. It's all tied up. San Jose's won the draw in the neutral zone. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Steen's got it across the line. Fires it, and the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. San Jose's got the puck against the half wall. Here's a chance right in front. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. The Sharks beat the goaltender, but couldn't beat the post. Steen's moving the puck through his own zone. Into the offensive end now. puts it towards the net. He scores!
Well, they break the tie here, James. This game had been hotly contested since it's been level. They now have found a way to jump into the lead. Well, that just zips on by him here. He didn't get much of a look through the traffic. Tried to make a big glove stop, doesn't get there.
St. Louis has to be feeling better about themselves, now leading by 1 in the first.
Always a more comfortable place to be when you get the lead. Now you can dictate a little bit of the pace of this game.
Taken by Heed.
Number 17, Jaden Schwartz.
Carlson's got it deep in the offensive end. Sends it in on the attack. Moves it to Bozak. Bozak's lugging the puck. Look out, here's a 2-on-0. Scores! Wow, what a goal!
Nice hands, great finish. Little short break in the net. That's a good feeling for the shooter. He gets out in the clear on the breakaway, and he doesn't miss. Excellent snapshot past the goalie.
More than half. The period left to play. St. Louis seems to be looking for more after increasing their lead to 2 goals. Carlson's won the draw here in the neutral zone.
Blake Hillman, assisted by number 36.
Burns plays it against the boards. Now a quick pass to Radil. Here they come on the attack. Blistering shot, makes the save. Centering pass, and that skips away on a nice defensive deflection and makes the save. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Here's a shot. Way too much congestion blocks that. Into the offensive zone. Right up front. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Puck sent over to Carlson. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Blues have it against the wall. A little rock'em sock'em on the play. Knocked away. Puck grabbed by Tarasenko. Gaining momentum up along the side. Turns it away on the slap shot.
While he's got 2, you think he can get 3? He's never had that in the game before.
Here in the back half of this period, crowd's been into this one right from the get-go. It's 3-1. Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. You'll need more than that to beat him.
Yeah, he flashes the leather there to make the stop on a really difficult chance.
St. Louis still has time to work here in this first period to increase this lead. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Scores! That's Ryan O'Reilly!
He doesn't miss too many, James. He leads his team in goals for a reason.
St. Louis has had multiple chances here in this first, and they have capitalized. Face-off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Moves the puck along the half wall. manages to hang on. San Jose's looking to break out of their own end. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Moves it quickly over to Kane. Wicked stop by the goalie who got his glove out to knock it away. Too many bodies in the way. Now he takes it over the line. Unleashes a cannon. Denies him with a save.
I think early in the year he gets a couple and you can feel his confidence grow and grow and grow. He looks like he thinks he's going to score almost every night.
St. Louis probably doesn't want this first period to end given the way they played offensively. San Jose's got a hold of the puck. And they'll dump it in. St. Louis takes possession along the wall. Picking up some steam at center ice. San Jose's got the puck. Dishes it to Brodzinski. Brodzinski's been tripped up, and we got a penalty coming up here. And let's see what the definitive call is on the ice. Dunn's off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
Like every player in the history of the game, he doesn't like the call, but he's going to have to go serve his minor penalty.
San Jose's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Well, here's our first power play of the game. You'd love to score in your first one if you get the chance, because that helps the power play become more confident. More confident always means more successful.
Tested there, but rose to the challenge. Oh, what a stop! And now it's over to Carlson. Here's a blast! Oh, he'll want to have that one back.
Wayne Gretzky says 100% of the shots you don't take don't go in. Same for the ones that miss the net.
Denies him! He got all of it! The Blues have capitalized on their scoring opportunities and lead comfortably here late in the first. Thomas has won the faceoff. Just wide. Rocked on the play. St. Louis has it near the wall. Slides it to Kane. Kane's got it in the offensive zone. Oh, and it goes just wide.
Just wide, way wide, it doesn't matter. It's not on the net. He's got to get that at the goalie.
Again, the denial by the goaltender.
He's right on it. 2 consecutive saves. Tough ones at that.
From the point, takes a shot. Oh, he stopped that one. That was a fireball. Puts him into the wall.
James, there's the difference between getting by or getting crunched. He's a half a second from a great move. Instead, he got flattened.
And he comes up with it.
That's a good save. He had to struggle to find the puck. It's a forest of bodies in front of him. San Jose's focus is to be the most physical team in this game. They have been on the front foot physically, but they're trailing. They're going to have the puck a little more.
St. Louis has outshot, outscored, and generally outplayed them here in this first period. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Carries it across the line. Cannon of a shot. Oh, it just gets a piece of it.
I don't know that you can shut him down. I think the best you can hope for is just to minimize the damage he inflicts on a nightly basis.
St. Louis has had more scoring opportunities and as a result, more goals late in this first period. Bozak's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Standing tall with the save.
Hey, usually the whistle is going to stop the play. I guess not tonight. Thornton's not interested in dropping the mitts and going at it.
Oh, and he hammers him and sends him down to the ice.
That's a clear decision there. If there's a sliver of positivity here, it's the coach would like to see a little more pushback. Well, he got some there.
And the crowd seems to have come alive with this one as well. St. Louis probably doesn't want this first period to end given the way they played offensively. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. The Sharks take possession here in the open ice. And the lane's clogged up blocking that. Reads it perfectly. Look out, here's a chance. Lost it. And that's all she wrote on the period. Not a moment too soon. Unbelievable pressure, but the period finally comes to an end.
Feeling hungry? Try our arena restaurant for gourmet dining with great seafood action. Or get a light meal with one of our many grill locations on the concourse.
As both teams head to their respective rooms, we'll go recharge ourselves and get ready for a big second period. And we are just moments away from the start of period number 2. The Blues open up the period on a positive note, winning the draw, and have almost killed off this penalty. Comes up with the stop.
No loose change around the front. I like the way he directs this into the corner.
Couture's got it on the offensive end. The Sharks can't convert on the power play. Both sides are back to even strength.
A lot of head shaking on the bench when you go back after a power play like that. Well executed, lots of pressure, just couldn't finish.
St. Louis looks to move the puck from their own end. Here's an odd man rush. That goes wide. Quick feed to Bozak. Quick shot. Great glove save. St. Louis getting all sorts of pucks on net, and they lead in a big way here in the second. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. That's blocked. Grabbed along the boards by Tarasenko. Puck picked up by O'Reilly. Tape-to-tape feed on the blue line. Lays into the body on the play. Over the line they come. And now he moves it quickly to Carlson. Oh, that gets a piece of the stick.
Oh, you're not going to get a better chance than that, but the goalkeeper does a great job.
Good defensive effort to poke it away. Penalty coming up as the whistle stops the play. And it's going to be 2 minutes for hooking on the call. A lot of people debate, is this a lazy penalty, the hook?
I don't know if it's lazy all the time, but it's a penalty of being out of position. Your stick's parallel to the ice, you get called all the time.
Another scoring opportunity looms here.
You got to have a short memory on a power play. You haven't scored yet tonight, but that can't matter on this one. Get the puck back to the point, start moving it around, and get people converging at the net.
Moves the puck into the attacking area. Quick pass to Radil. Stones him in front. Big save by the goaltender once again. Thomas brings it in. Unloads a shot. Shuts him down. Whistle blown as the puck is directed out into the crowd, and a souvenir for some lucky fan tonight. St. Louis has been all over them tonight. Offensively, they have been clicking on all cylinders. Thomas wins it in the offensive zone.
Oh, stick craters on him. So disappointing.
There's $300 you won't get back.
He's not paying anyway.
Comes up with the stop.
Up, still pushing and shoving. The whistle doesn't bring this play to a halt at all. Falk's done everything here except pull the other guy's gloves off.
And down he goes.
That's a clear winner right there. The Blues will want to build on that. On the road, you want to be as aggressive as you possibly can.
Second period, their offense has been going. Right from the start. Couture's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Stopped by the goaltender.
Aggressive stop out on top of the crease to make the save on a dangerous chance.
The Blues have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Carries it in. Centering pass. That's off a stick. San Jose's got control of it now from their own end. Here's a chance, a 2-on-1. Sorensen's got it along the wing. And the net comes off. We get a whistle here, stopping play. St. Louis seems to be scoring on every single opportunity based on the chances they've created up big here in the second. Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. Move to the middle. Too much congestion. Blocks the shot. Slides the puck across to Thornton. Back at the point, they set it up. Burns has the puck against the half wall. Blast from the blue line. Scores! Putting the power in power play.
Did just about everything right on that man advantage. They capitalized. Oh, I like the way the power play went at it here. They moved the puck around, they had shots, they retrieved the puck, they outworked the penalty killers till eventually they're able to cash in.
San Jose's still trailing in this one, but it's a little bit closer now.
A little bit better, and now maybe you can find some energy because there's lots of room to claw back into this game.
That's a solid check on the play. Whoa, he scores! Deuces wild for him now.
Well, that makes your night. I'll tell you, it's great to score one. You get a second one. It's such a rush.
Thinking Hattie yet?
Oh, he should be. I mean, he's got two in the bag already. I'll tell you one guy that would be thinking Hattie. Me.
St. Louis has simply been all over them tonight.
Domination, quicker, faster, more skilled. They have opened up a large margin here in the middle period.
Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. Takes the feed at the point. Great chance in front. Scores! Now it's a two-goal game.
Well, now they've got something to build on here. They feel now, I'm sure, like they're in the game because when you're down 3, it seems forever away. Oh, he's got his head up, so he's going to pick the spot here, and he goes through the legs. Goalies hate getting scored on in the 5-hole.
San Jose's given themselves something that everybody in sports longs for. Hope here, Ray.
Hope? A chance? Hey, it's here.
Something.
Time isn't the enemy yet.
Coughs it up at center. Play blown dead. Penalty coming up here. Sin bin down for tripping.
I always hated taking tripping penalties. It always felt like there was something I could have done better than that.
Both teams lining up for the face-off, and it's a chance to see if there's actually some power in this power play.
They've worked on the power play a lot at practice over the last couple of days. This is their first one tonight, and they'll want to execute what they've worked on, which is to win the draw and start moving the puck.
Deep inside the defensive zone, trying to clear the puck. Call that a win for the penalty killers on that one.
Yeah, he slams it off the glass. Now the power play's got to go back to get set up.
Booming shot! Big time stop there. And off the save, that one goes into the crowd for a souvenir. All right, Ray, is he thinking about it now?
Oh, there's no way he's not. I had 9 of these, 9 hat tricks, and when you get the second one, it's really kind of the only thing you're thinking about.
And he slides it quickly to LeBanc. And it's a quick pass to Brodzinski. With possession along the wall. Pushes it across to O'Reilly.
Oh, he's got 2 goals already. You know he's feeling it right now. He's carrying the puck, but I gotta believe he's thinking about a third one.
Along the half wall with the puck. Wrists one. Oh, how do you miss that?
That's trying to be too perfect. You're in the middle of the ice. Get it on the net.
Handles the puck. St. Louis skins a hold of the puck against the boards. Hammers a shot on the backhand with the stop.
Tarasenko's able to get everything behind this hit. He really lays one on here.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period, while fans being treated to some offensive fireworks, it's a 5-3 game. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Looks to pass it to Pietrangelo. And he gains the zone here. Here's a blast. Turns him away. St. Louis continues to lead here in the second period, doing a nice job of getting pucks on net, and as a result, they built up this lead. Puck scooped up by Pietrangelo. Blocked in traffic. Here's a blast, and he comes up with a big-time save on that. Takes it across the blue line. The Blues scoop it up along the boards. Quick pass to Perron. Rips it from the blue line. Oh-ho! Great glove save. Where'd that come from? St. Louis was preaching pucks on net at the morning skate earlier today, and they've executed that game plan, which is why they lead here in the second. Hammers one from the point. Big save. St. Louis has looked good offensively tonight, putting a lot of pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. The lane was plugged up, and that shot's blocked. Centering pass. Hammers one. Big-time stop. Big stop by the keeper. Relentless pressure. Unbeatable. And finally, a whistle slows things down here after all sorts of action in front.
Yeah, they need a change. They're scrambling all over the place in their defensive zone. They can reorganize now.
St. Louis continues to lead here in the second period, doing a nice job of getting pucks on net, and as a result, they built up this lead. And now he moves it to Radil. Radil's got the puck. What a great read, breaking up the pass.
Oh, the coach throws his hands up. Turnover, turnover, turnover.
Turns it aside. James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. No shortage of offense on display tonight on the ice. It's a 5-3 game. And now it's grabbed by Vlasic. Kane's carrying it ahead. St. Louis gets the puck near the boards. He got all of that one. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kane. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Came up with a big stop on that last opportunity. Hammers one from the point. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Stays with it. From the blue line. Comes up with the stop.
Tarasenko's on the receiving end of this huge hit. Sometimes you've got nowhere to go.
The Blues have been the better team, leading in the shot department, and they lead it on the scoreboard. Schenn won the draw, and he slides it quickly to Dunn. Hammers the shot, and that banks off a stick. Takes the feed. Here's a short pass to Carlson. Taken by Burns. Moves it to Burns. Slides the pass over to Carlson. Lays into the body. Moves it quickly over to Schwartz. And here's the pass to Steen. Here's a shot, and that's blocked. Quick feed to Meyer. San Jose's across the blue line. Sundqvist moving it ahead. Grips it and rips it just wide. Long lead pass to Radil. On the attack along the boards. St. Louis has possession of it now. Works it across to Brouwer. Fires it on net. Just wide of the net. The Sharks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Into the offensive end now. To his teammate. Great defensive stick work on the play. Nice pass. Uses the force on that hit. What a save! He'll probably feel that one tomorrow.
Oh, sometimes you think you got lots of room to make a move. Not there. He got closed down and hammered. What a hit.
St. Louis putting in a pretty complete effort to this point as they lead it here late in the second. Here's a blast. Horn sounds to end the second period.
Tonight is our team poster giveaway. If you find a sticker on the inside cover of your program, go to Guest Services to receive your team poster.
And we'll be right back for what should be a very intriguing third. And we are just moments away from the start of the third period. It's been a throwback to 80s hockey here, and we are underway here in the third. There's the whistle stopping play. Penalty coming up here. Well, the official's going to give him 2 minutes to think about that one.
Yeah, you can argue for a few seconds, James, I guess, but you already know at this point you're going to sit down.
Another special teams opportunity for both sides as the man advantage unit is back to work again.
If you can find a way to get a power play goal here, you can change the momentum of this game. They haven't got one yet tonight, and you find yourself starting to press when you don't score.
Moves around along the half wall. Picked up along the boards by Pietrangelo. Gives them nothing in front.
He's sharp on this one, out on top of the crease aggressively to make the save.
And scores! Power play goal!
Critical for them to get on the board with the extra man. They move the puck well, and they're able to capitalize. Teams are usually more conservative killing penalties than this. They make a mistake, now they give up the man advantage break. The power play doesn't miss on the rush.
Louis has been on fire, and they continue to keep the goal-scoring onslaught on here in the third.
I think that's the most important thing, James, is they just haven't taken their foot off the pedal. You've got them down. Time to put it away.
Sends it over. Denied by the goaltender. Sandwiched along the boards.
That is a perfectly delivered hit. Rammed him straight into the boards.
There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
St. Louis is clearly focused on taking the game to their opponent physically. They've stretched out their lead, and they don't seem to be taking their foot off the pedal at all.
St. Louis has generated a lot of offense tonight, and they lead it big time early in this third period. There's the whistle. Offside is the call, stopping the play. The Blues have built themselves a sizable lead here early in this third period. This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway. Battling for it along the boards. Kicked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. That won't go as that goes off the side of the net.
Oh, man, he's frustrated with himself. He's got to get that on the net.
San Jose's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Quick pass to Tarasenko. O'Reilly swooping in on the attack. Steps into it. Brilliant save. Read it perfectly. Here's a short pass to Meyer. Puck grabbed by Burns. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Moves it to Steen. San Jose's regained possession of the puck. Moves the puck across to Carlson. Carlson's going to play it against the half wall. Scores!
Well, now they're only down by a couple. I guess it gives them a chance, but they've got to score again quick. I don't think the goaltender gets a look at this at all, James. He just drops into the butterfly. He's hoping the thing hits him through that traffic.
Jose's narrowed the gap here in the third, but still a long way to go, Ray.
James, this is still way down the road to even this game up. But if you get one, maybe you get another. Maybe they get nervous.
He's got a step. Oh, what a stop.
Goalie keeps his nose right over. He got a little testy once the whistle blown. He's pushing him out of there. I don't know how interested he is in a punch-in-the-face contest.
St. Louis has about a half a period to go here as they lead it in this third period. Schenn won it off the faceoff. Goalie plays it up. Up the neutral zone now. Look out, a 2-on-1. Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. St. Louis holds a noticeable edge in the shot department, a big reason why they lead here in this third period. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. San Jose still down by 2 goals in this one. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Ferraro stick handling in his own zone. St. Louis takes possession along the wall. There's the whistle, and a penalty is coming up on this one. We got a minor penalty coming up here on this one.
James. I mean, this call was going to be made. You could see the play develop, and now they're going to have to serve 2 minutes.
And the man advantage unit goes right back to work.
Here's another power play for them, James. They've already scored on the power play tonight, so they must have some pretty good feel for it. They also have to be aware the penalty killers will adjust. They will have to, too.
53 seconds.
Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. Moves it quickly over to Thomas. The Sharks have it in the offensive end. Pass back to the point. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Unleashes a cannon! Oh, comes up with a stop. Monstrous hit on the boards.
You got to get up close to the boards. When you know that hit's coming, the only way you can absorb it is to get close and just take the hit.
And off the save, that one's redirected out of play.
We'll get another look at that hit. The boards don't move, and so that hurts the way he finished them in. But look, the glass is still wrapped. Reeling from that check.
Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Blocked in traffic. Slides it quickly to Carlson. Fires it into the offensive zone. St. Louis has it near the wall. Perron's got the puck along the wing. Moves right to the middle. Hammers a shot. And that goes off a player. Puck picked up by Brzezinski. Hugs the boards through the neutral zone. Sends it in deep. The Blues will play the puck from behind the net. Into the offensive zone. Rips it on net. What a stop! St. Louis players were saying earlier this morning that they wanted to create more offense. They have done just that, and they lead here in the third. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that one goes up and over.
Probably better off to take a little off the shot and get it on target. He's nowhere near the net.
St. Louis gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Here's a shot off target. Taken along the wall by Schenn.
Schwartz frightens the other team as soon as he collects the puck here. He's got two. He's looking for a hat trick.
Dishes it to Vlasic. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Quick feed to Vlasic. Big time save on a big time shot. Feeds it over to Perron. Hammers a shot. Makes a save. Cool and calm under pressure. And he totally whiffs on that one. Scores.
Oh, the goalie's hoping there. That shot is just powdered from the point. He's hoping it hits him. It doesn't. Now he can find it. It's right behind him.
St. Louis is back to center ice. Is this their best performance we've seen this year?
Offensively, it's as good as any other night that they've had. Domination in the offensive zone.
Gets it over to Bozak. They've got numbers. Comes up with a stop. Schimmick's caught up with the hook, and the official saw it. Here comes the call. Hooking's the call. This is what they kind of call the lazy penalty these days, right?
It is, but really the problem is you're beat, and you panic, and you're trying to help, and the more you help, the worse it gets. Go sit down.
And he certainly dug himself a hole there. Time for the power play unit to get back to work.
When you've already scored on the power play and you get one now, you can't wait to get over the boards to get started again.
Lets it fly. Makes the save.
Penalty. 11 minutes, 54 seconds.
St. Louis has been impressive to watch tonight. Numerous scoring opportunities, and they have converted on most of them. Grabs the puck here in their own end. Thomas gains the zone. Big save by the goaltender. He'd slowed down with the hook, and the official's arm is in the air. Now a quick pass to Hertl. Here's a rip. Stops him cold. Here comes the call from the official. Brouwer's going off for hooking.
You get caught when you don't move your feet. Now you've got to reach out to slow the player down. He's in the box.
Rightly so. They'll have a lot of time to work with this 5-on.